Hey guys, and welcome to my review of the Yamaha Dtxplorer. What I was playing for you there is just a little groove of on the Mellow Club kit. In this Dtxplorer model, it comes with 32 pre-assigned kits, and it also allows for 10 user kits, which means I can mix up anything I want. Like I can put the snare on here, or the snare there, or the snare here. I can mix any drum sound onto any pad in those 10 user kits. It's really handy. So you got all kinds of kits like the Mellow Club kit I was playing, which actually has a loop you can trigger by hitting this drum pad. And then I can just play on. Which is really handy to be able to trigger a loop by just hitting the pad. Or you can go to, they have more exotic things like mixed voices. Things like that you probably wouldn't really use that often, but are really fun to play with. But then they also have traditional things like the traditional acoustic kit that you would find on any drums that you buy at a store. Traditionally, the ride in all these kits is the way I have it set up is over here and crash is here. And you got all your toms. Right now, I have it hooked up to just regular computer speakers that I have at home, lying around down over there. Can't really see them too much, but they're down there. That's really not the ideal setup. The ideal setup would be hooking up to a drum amp. Drum amps are kind of expensive though, running up near $200 to $300, so I was too cheap to buy one of those. So I bought headphones. These headphones are the brand is Control Acoustics, but they're really nice. Any headphones would be really nice. They make the sound quality of the drums seem like at least 10 times better. The bass just sounds nicer. Everything sounds nicer when they're coming out of headphones versus just any old speakers you have at home. A drum amp would also sound good, but PC speakers to headphones win every time. And also on this module, you have like a metronome tap. You can adjust the speed of. Just so you try to keep in rhythm. Another thing is, turn that off. The snare drum is actually a multi-zone input, meaning on most higher-end drum pads, there's 3 zones. There's the rim, the actual head, and then you can do rim shots. And as you notice, I have none. All these pads are single zones, but the input for the snare is triple zone. So that means you can upgrade this and buy a snare with 3 zones, which is really nice. I guess the theme of this kit would be upgradability and flexibility. As you can see, this drum stand, another reason I bought it, I can put many more pads around this drum kit than I could with maybe an entry-level Roland kit. So that's another nice thing about this. You may be wondering, did I buy this drum pedal or did it come with it? This came with it, which is another bonus. A lot of kits don't come with the actual drum pedal, which is an extra $50, $60 or more dollars on top of the $600 or so the set costs. So that's another thing Yamaha is saving you there. And then the hi-hat pedal, which really isn't, you can't really see it. But it's not, you can look up pictures of it, but it's not the best pedal, but it works. You can hear that click sound like you would a normal hi-hat, like all the way down, closed, then open. My foot's off the pedal. And then if I go almost all the way down, like you hear, it gets more closed. So there's like 3 settings. There's all the way closed, I'm pushing all the way down, and there's medium and open. I don't know if you can tell the difference in audio, but you can tell here, and you can just see how sensitive the pads are by me tapping. So yeah, you can be doing drum rolls. So drum rolls are perfectly, and they are dynamic. I don't know if you noticed. So there is a range there. Cymbals are good. They hit everywhere. And I like how they're kind of bouncy. I don't know if you guys can notice that. They are. You can leave them kind of loose and they're bouncy, more like a real cymbal would be. The module has lots of inputs. Has an input for an MP3 player. I don't know if you can see that, but I keep an MP3 player right here so I can play along with music, which is one of the biggest things I like to do with this case. Like put on some rock music or like pop or whatever's popular, like Katy Perry or something, and just groove along with that. And then obviously here's the headphone jack, which I have plugged into the speakers down there. And then here is a MIDI port, a MIDI out port. Right now I have in is a USB adapter so I can record my drum play on my computer when I play, which is really handy. I actually haven't used it right yet, but planning on using it. And then another thing for all you gamers out there, I'm big into video games. You may play Rock Band. Right here, I'm holding up a Ion drum module from the Ion drum kit, which is considered the premium video game Rock Band drum kit, which really isn't very good. Which is why I have one of these, and I've converted it into an Xbox 360 drum kit for the Rock Band. I can plug in all my inputs into the sides of here, and then connect this to my Xbox, and it works just like Rock Band drums. It's pretty amazing. Little calibration settings in the Xbox, but it works perfectly. But another thing is to consider is the way the bass drum input works. It will not work for the Rock Band module, but your hi-hat pedal will. So that's one thing. You can buy a little converter box for your drum pedal for it to work with here, but they're like $45 or $35, and I haven't bought one yet. But you can also just use your hi-hat pedal. But beware, you're not going to be able to hit off lots of bass beats in a row with this hi-hat pedal. You can only hit it so fast. That's another thing. I bought this at rockbandparts.com. Pretty good. They sent it to me, and it came pretty quick. So I'm really happy with it. Overall, I'm very happy with this drum set. It is exactly what I thought it was. It does everything I wanted it to, and it's very flexible for what you want to do. And it's great to have around. I really enjoy it. So that's all I got for you guys, and thanks for watching.